Hello, this is Andrea and Daniel, and this is the start of the second video on the problem we had with our van. As after we had finished camping in Kansas to attend the wedding that we went to, and so we just wanted to give you a little introduction of
some of the maintenance that we've had on our vans and the
different
things that happened to it. So we had
because whenever we travel, we are always maintaining it. We will stop and get oil changes. We've gotten oil changes at a number of places.
A couple times in Montana. We've had it in California. We've had it out in Bristol. In Bristol, Tennessee, we had our brakes redone after we just noticed that they were going bad. And then
locally here, it happened just 40 miles from our house. It needed what was it?
The power source to the starter, and the starter went out, so it burnt out.
And we did have to get a flatbed towing company to come and get us, and then they brought us back to Antigo, and they took it right to a place near our home. And what else? I don't think we've ever had a breakdown,
a major breakdown,
as badly as this one was, where it just
stopped because
basically
the alternator went out. So when an alternator goes out, your whole system shuts down, so you can't go.
Right. So this is the start of part 2, and you can see what occurred now after the new alternator was put in. So it's just a short video, so hope you enjoy it and see how we came out of this mess.
Yeah, when you got a van as old as ours, it's a 2008, and it has 180,000 miles on it. So it's kind of right in the middle of its livelihood, but you never know when things are going to go wrong. You just have to be prepared for them and take them, go with the flow. When something gets wrecked, you just fix it.
So, okay. Thank you for watching. So we left Pitosi, Wisconsin. We left the Grant recreation area campground on the beautiful Mississippi. As you can see here, this beautiful photo of the sunset. And found out, well, life isn't always a bed of roses. So we're walking to this scenic overlook. We're on our way back home. And of course, we went by the sign saying House on the Rock.
It's all muddy there, so be careful.
But then it called this a scenic overlook. Libby, it's all muddy. There's no, you can't see anything. I mean, at one time, you could see House on the Rock from here, but that was before it got overgrown.
Can't see anything, let's just go back.
Okay. I guess that walk was...
You gotta trim out so you can see the scene.
Well, at least we got out of the van and got to stretch our legs. Well, we walked through a tunnel going over the highway, and from there we could get just a little glimpse of the long, what do you call that? Long,
narrow causeway
extension off of the house that's in a... Oh, just a minute. Got something in my shoe. Okay, thanks. Okay. If you're on Highway 23, going north, that would be past House on the Rock. Or if you're going 23 south, and you see this scenic overlook, you'll know that you can't see anything. We're going back to the car now, and this is what we walked through, and this goes over the highway.
There's some scenes from here, I guess. I think here, we'll be back.
Okay, let me see.
See it?
I can see it better up there.
You have to get a little higher.
Okay, before the walk through overpass, this is the only view of House on the Rock. That's it. So now, if you look for my other video, when we went to Dodgeville, we stayed at Governor Dodge State Park. We visited, a restaurant, and we walked into House on the Rock. We did not pay for a ticket to view it, but we saw the building that when you first enter was really nice, and we saw other things. So look back for that video of mine, and you can see a little more on this area. We got to Sauk City, Highway 13, which is right next to Prairie du Sac. We didn't stop at Kwik Trip when we filled up with gas. We called a towing company. They have to flat tow our van to a Ford dealership. We got permission from Kwik Trip to park our camping trailer here for however long it takes. The Ford dealership said that they would be able to work on our van tomorrow. The new alternator, the man who did that said he's very sorry, but it looks like the alternator he put in just this morning does not work, and it completely drained our battery. So we'll be camping here tonight. At the Kwik Trip, and I suppose the dealership would pick us up tomorrow after it's finished and bring us over there to take care of everything. So that's what's going on now. There it goes. The man who installed the alternator this morning apologized over and over again. He was so nice. Good morning. We were lucky that this Kwik Trip near Sauk City allowed us to stay in the camper in their parking lot last night. So once the storm came through, it did rain and thunder. There was, it was a short-lived storm, but very windy, and everything died down around here. All the semi-truck drivers were done with it for the day, and it quieted down. So then we slept pretty good. So then this morning now we went over into the building to ask if they have a water spigot. I would think truck drivers would need water for their rig for the toilets or whatever, But no, they didn't have any outside water spigot. So, because we ran so low that we can't use the water pump or anything. And we'll just be sitting here for some hours, because however long it takes the Ford dealership to put in the new alternator, So okay, so then it's this kind of a morning, a Karuba morning, coffee from Kwik Trip, and we'll just have a very simple breakfast this morning, and hopefully it won't get too hot and muggy. It's a very cloudy, very overcast, cloudy morning today, so I'll have to check the weather to see what the high temperature today is. So Libby was out and quickly went right back to bed, and the truck drivers have arrived one right after another for gas, and they're on a roll again. Right next to us is a dog daycare, boarding, and a training center. It's a big, beautiful building, and Daniel went over there. I think they have a water spigot outside, so we'll have some water again. We just have to get enough for the day. We'll be hopefully heading home this afternoon. Putting in an alternator doesn't take that long. So, but yeah, the first alternator put in yesterday morning was just a defective one. I guess that happens every now and then. So okay, we'll just be drinking our coffee from Kwik Trip and eating a small breakfast here. I'm glad that it's cool and we can have our windows open and feel quite comfortable yet. We have an airport on one side of us. There's the hangars, and a little helicopter just took off. And then on the other side of us, well, they call it a pet resort. Boarding, grooming, dog daycare, and training. And then out here is a man training a dog. And of course, we're sitting here in this parking lot, and Libby, she can watch the dogs over there. Oh, she's resting right now. We have our chairs out here, because all we can do is wait. We'll be waiting for hours for the dealership. We called the Ford garage and asked what they're doing, and they mentioned diagnosing the problem. And we said, well, we know it's the alternator. we really didn't want them to spend a lot of time on diagnosing this. But they said, you know, they're busy though. Be looking at it. I guess they do have it in the shop right now. That's at the back of the airport. It's not a very busy one. Only that one helicopter took off. There's one car sitting there. So that belongs to the person in the helicopter, I suppose. I don't know. But this field right here, this all belongs to the dog, the pet resort, they call it. A lot of people must have to put their dog in dog daycare while they go to work. So, okay. That's all that's new for now. We don't know if the Ford dealership will call us back when they find out anything, or if they'll just fix it and then let us know. They'll have to come and pick us up when they're done. our afternoon entertainment. That was only the second one that went up today. We're sitting in our chairs looking out. At least we have Kwik Trip to buy something to eat. We were really out of anything mainly to eat. We have other side things that we still have in the cupboard, but I expected to be home by now. We would have been home yesterday. Sounds like they will be putting in the new alternator at around 1 p.m. And what time is it now, Daniel?
12:30.
Oh, it's 12:30 now, so who knows? Maybe by 3 p.m. we might be able to... Well, they have to come and pick us up, so then we have to go over there, and we'll be lucky to maybe leave this area by 3 p.m. It turns out that we took care of the bill over the phone, and they delivered the van to us, so that was real nice. Huge thank you to Don at Tandem Tire Auto Service in Pitosi, Wisconsin, for squeezing us in the first day we broke down. He was so kind, honest, and apologetic for the inconvenience of a defective alternator. Thank you to Everett's Towing of Prairie du Sac for your exceptional service. Thank you, Kaiser Ford of Sauk City, for getting us back on the road. And thank you to Kwik Trip of Prairie du Sac for allowing us to hang out in your parking lot. We appreciated you all.